Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a really great day today. I literally don't know where time has gone. Melania is... Oh my god. Are you for real? Did you hear that? I cannot wait to watch this back to see if you could actually hear her pooping. Oh my god. If that's not a blowout, I would be really impressed. Oh, baby girl. Oh, anyways. Oh my god. We'll give you a couple minutes to finish up, then we'll change you. Oh my god. Rule number one, if you don't have kids or are like newly pregnant, when babies poop, you need to give them like 10 minutes because when you think they're done pooping, they're never done pooping and then they continue to poop, whether it's in and or out of a diaper. So anyways, we'll let her finish up what she's doing. But we had her 4-week pediatrician appointment. I don't know how like 5 weeks have gone so fast. Like, I don't know where the time goes. It's just so crazy. But I wanted to give you guys an update on how she's doing. I haven't really talked a lot about her. Like, I've talked about her, but not like how she's doing. But then also like an update on our family and Xavier and all of that other stuff. So if you are new here, welcome. My name is Rachel. Melania is 5 weeks old and currently pooping. I do also have a 2.5-year-old son, Xavier, who is napping right now. So we're trying to multitask a little bit here. So we had, like I said, we had her appointment. And I will also say this as well. If you do not love, like I mean love, your pediatrician or any doctor for that matter, know that you can do better because, so when Xavier was born and we started going for his first appointments, we always just saw the PA because that's who they scheduled us with and that's just who we saw and whatever. But it's a decent sized practice and there's probably 10 pediatricians there. And she was fine. She was younger. She was probably mid-20s, I would say. And like I said, she was nice, but I always felt like she was judging me. Like, I didn't want him to have the flu shot. I told her that he wasn't going to be drinking cow's milk, like, after formula. And she was always just like, oh, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it wasn't a good vibe that she was giving, and... like, I don't know. It's always stressful taking your kids to the doctor and then to like have that piled up on top. Like at least I always kind of go and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with my kids. Like, I'm not anticipating like they're going to say that something's wrong, but also like you think, oh my God, like what if there is something going on that I didn't notice? It's just a stressful thing. And then to have someone not be like so great. I didn't realize it until I didn't realize how much I didn't like her until we had to take Xavier in for a sick visit. It was probably for an ear infection because he's had a few of those since he was born. But we saw one of the pediatricians there. She's probably late 40s, early 50s. She's the nicest woman. And you can tell that she like thoroughly like still enjoys her work and her profession and what she does. Like, the way that she talks to the parents, the way that she talks to the children, I mean, she's wonderful. So after that appointment, I knew that she was our pediatrician. So that is who Melania saw, and she was wonderful. Like, as soon as she walked in, she was just raving about how beautiful she was and how much hair she was, or how much hair she has, how beautiful her skin was. Like, she just really makes you feel good, and I think like everyone deserves to have that. So enough about that. But as far as her, and I made a bunch of notes in my phone because I didn't want to forget anything, but I'm going to try to keep this relatively short. She was born 7 pounds 10 ounces and she weighed 9 pounds 9 ounces. The doctor was so thrilled that she gained 2 pounds. Like, she just kept saying how excited she was and like what a great job she was doing and blah, blah, blah. So that was really nice to hear. She was also born at 20 inches long and she now measured 21 1/4 inches. And it's funny because the day before her appointment, we were laying in bed. It was Eric and I, we were watching our like nighttime series that we watch. And she was on me and I was feeding her. And I told Eric, like, she looks so big. Like, her face is filling out. Like, she just looks big. Are you done pooping? Should we go change your pants? Yeah? Because you're stinky. You big stinky. So I'll get through this part, then I'll change her and I'll be right back. But, so yeah, I wasn't surprised that she had grown in both of those categories. And then also her head circumference went up from 35 to 37. So in almost all of her numbers, like the percentages, she ranges like mid 40s to mid 50s. So I'm happy with that. Why don't we go change your pants? Are you done? Oh God, I'm afraid to even pick her up. I think we're safe. All right, we'll be back. That was pretty gross. You know? Mama got poo on her finger. I know, it's just gross. It's amazing though, after you become a parent, really gross things don't bother you that much anymore, especially when it comes to your own child. Getting your poop on my finger didn't bother me because it's just part of life now. So I had a conversation with my pediatrician on going with a European brand because I had been doing research for months, and for a couple reasons, and it kind of led me down that avenue. Because of my breast cancer history, I did not want a formula with soy in it. So that's really hard to find with a lot of the brands that I would choose to use here. So I needed to try to find an alternative, and because my cancer is hormone driven, I don't want that in there for her. So also, as I kept going through, like when you read the ingredients on labels, you're like you question, like, why would that be in a baby formula? Like palm oil, why would that be in there? Now, maybe there's a very good reason, I'm just uneducated about it, but you just start to like question that stuff. And I think it's more difficult for me too because I can't breastfeed. So to know that I have to make the best possible choice for her just puts more pressure. So anyways, one internet search led to the other, and I wound up finding a European brand called Hal. It's from Germany, like the box is in German. You have to look up English instructions, and that's what we decided to go with. My pediatrician looked at the ingredients and she said, yeah, that's great. We just have to supplement with iron, and they even say it right on the website. So she gave us a script for Polyvisol, which Enfamil makes, and so we just give her a 0.5 milliliter every day in one of her bottles. We do, and I'm glad we're doing that as well because I was anemic in my pregnancy and she was slightly anemic when she was born. They didn't have to like intervene anyway with that, but they did say that her numbers were off. So it's probably a good thing she's getting it anyways. I'm hoping at my 6-week appointment they're going to check me, like my blood work again, because obviously I have a newborn and a toddler. I'm tired, but I still feel like really, really drained. So I don't know if it's still an issue for me or not and what I have to do going forward. So, so we're doing that. And then I also give her probiotics, typically in her first bottle of the day. I can't remember the brand of it. I'll put a picture up here. Mommy's something, I think it's called. We gave Xavier the exact same ones from birth, and I do it because I can't breastfeed. They don't get those types of bacteria, whatever, from formula. So I've been doing that, and both have been going really well. I thought the iron might bind her up, and it hasn't seemed to do so, and I was hoping that the probiotics would kind of offset that too. Whether that's what's working or not, I don't know. She was pretty gassy the last 2 days, like where last night was rough because of it, but like she poops every day. She's never not pooped in a day. She doesn't really go more than once a day. But and then like as far as her feeding schedule goes, after she wakes up in the morning, she's sometimes, like, she'll have 4 ounces. She gets 4 ounces at every feed, whether she drinks it all or not. I mean, mostly she does drink it all, but, and we are using the Dr. Brown's bottles. I use these with her and Xavier, and neither one of them had an issue with the bottle. They've just always took to it, I guess, which I was glad. So, but she also doesn't always burp with them. And if she doesn't burp, then she will spit up. So I try to burp her. I usually go like halfway through the bottle, if not more. But it's really hard at night too if she doesn't burp. I don't want to put her down right away sleeping and then possibly throw up. So, or spit up. So that's kind of difficult at night. But as far as like feeding during the day goes, she'll go anywhere from, it's usually like 3 hours, but sometimes it's closer to like 2.5. Especially in the morning. I feel like she kind of cluster feeds in the morning to catch up from nighttime. And if she does fall asleep for a nap, I don't let her go more than 4 hours without a bottle. So I will wake her up to give her one, and that's what I did right before I sat down to do this video. So, and now she's sleeping again, but if I put her down, she'll wake up. So, are you smiling? You're so pretty. You're just the prettiest girl. And I told my pediatrician that that's what I was doing, and she agreed with me, and the whole reasoning is once, like, if she gets enough nutrients during the day, she should sleep longer at night, and she really has been. Since bringing her home, there's only been 2, maybe 3 nights where she's gotten up more than twice, where she's gotten up twice to feed in the middle of the night. For the most part, she gets up once, and it all depends on when she falls asleep and has her last bottle. So if she falls asleep between like 7 and 9, then she'll wake up anywhere between 2 and 3:30. Last night, she went to bed at like 10:15 just because she had gas. So she just wasn't good to fall asleep. And she woke up at 4:14 or whatever it was. And then the 2 nights before that, she slept from like 9 to 6. So she really is a very good sleeper. We do have the Snoo bassinet. We are borrowing it from friends of ours who have a 7-month-old. And so I don't know if she's just a great sleeper like her brother. Like, she really is a great sleeper all around. I was literally vacuuming right next to her the other day, and she didn't even budge. So she is a great sleeper in general. But I don't know if the Snoo is really making that big of a difference or not. So it is a great bassinet, I will say, though. I have enjoyed having it. So it does have a like built-in swaddle with it. And she doesn't always love being swaddled. So typically I can only swaddle her. She likes her hands by her face and like up above her head. But then her reflexes kick in and then she wakes herself up. So if she's like already been sleeping for a minute on me and I know she's like going to fall back asleep, then I'll swaddle her. But sometimes like she's just not having it. Also with the bank, like her Banky, she's really not like a huge fan. She'll take it occasionally, but it's more so when she's hungry, like she'll like really suck on it and then she spits it out because she realizes she's not getting anything from it. And that's how Xavier was too when he was little. And then it was a soother for him. And unfortunately, he still has one when he sleeps. So in August when he turns 3, we're going to pull the cord on that one. So I'm hoping, like, if it helps her soothe, like, I don't care at the end of the day, but I just hate that I'm going to, like, have to take it away from Xavier because it's, I don't know, I just feel bad. But we'll see on how that goes. What else? She has officially, like, grown out of all of her newborn clothes. She had, like, 17 newborn sleepers, and I typically keep her in sleepers all day and all night because we're not going anywhere, we're not doing anything, and I want her to be warm. This is a 3 months by Carter's, and it is a little big. The newborn Carter's ones, I feel like I have to put her knee up to her chest to get her leg in the outfit. So I put all of those away today, which makes me really sad. There's like all these things like you don't realize or you forget like how fast newborns like change and grow, which is, it's exciting. But she had so many newborn clothes, and I don't think she's going to wear like any of it because a lot of it is like tank tops and shorts, and we're in the house all day. Like she'd have to be in a blanket all day just to make sure that she's warm enough. So it's kind of a bummer, but I still have all of it out to see like if we go somewhere or do something, then I'll put her in one of those. But yeah, so that's sad. I mean, these are big on her. The Posh Peanut footed pajamas still fit, but it's the bamboo material and they're just super stretchy, where the other one, like the Carters, they're just not as stretchy at all. She also is undecided on the swing. Not her favorite. She just, I don't know what it is. And Xavier loved the swing. I could have left him in a swing all day and he would have been perfectly content. She's just not into it. So I don't know if that'll change or not. Xavier, unfortunately, thinks the swing is for him, and every day I have, like, it's a battle to try to get him to not crawl in it. Yeah, so we'll see if that changes. The things that she does really like, well, I will say this, her head and neck are very, very strong. She prefers to be chest to chest on me. Like, I'm surprised that she's actually letting me hold her like this. With me especially, she wants to be chest to chest, which is fine, and I don't mind. It just makes it literally impossible to do anything if she's awake. Like, because she's still so unstable, like, it's hard to just hold her with one hand and use the other hand to do things. I have a Moby wrap, which I've tried to put her in a couple times. I'm just not super coordinated with it. I'm sure it just takes practice. And I ordered this other like sling wrap from Amazon that a YouTuber I follow bought for her baby. And I felt like her neck was like, she just didn't look comfortable. So I'm probably going to send that back. I just have to like understand that I'm just not going to be able to get as much done as I want to on days where she needs me. I'm all that she knows, like knew for so long. Like, it's hard to remember that, is that sometimes she just wants you and wants to cuddle and be close. So, but I also feel very, this is going to sound awful, but I feel worthless if I'm like not accomplishing things through the day. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, and I know that I should just like be relaxing and enjoying her. And I do when I don't know how to explain it. Like, I still need to be doing things. And I always take her with me. Like, she's always next to me in the room, like in her DockATot or whatever. But, it's just hard to do stuff. Trying to even just like little things. I'm just rambling. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but, if I'm looking down, it's because I am looking down. It's because my phone's there with the list of all the things I wanted to make sure I mentioned. So she loves chest to chest. She was really great with tummy time. I have an activity mat over there. It's really cute. It's like stars and moons, and it's like all celestial. Celestial? Is that a word? I don't know. But she does like that. She gets irritated with it after a while. So, again, it's like she would rather be held and do chest to chest and like do tummy time on my chest. She very rarely like holds her head on my chest. She's like always upright. I don't know if any of that makes sense. If I seem off, I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning and I don't feel good. I don't know if I said that already or not, but just bear with me. The other things that she loves baths, like loves them. She just sits there and lets me like pour the water on her. She would sit there for an hour if I let her, which is great because I know that some kids like scream during baths, and both of my kids have always loved them. Even Xavier now, he loves, like there's some days we'll take 3 baths because he just wants to play in the water. So that's really nice. And then she's been smiling a lot like as you're interacting with her, which that's like the other big moment. Like when it's not like, oh, she probably just has gas. Like she's actually smiling to something you're saying. Like It's like she's becoming like this. I mean, she is a little person, but it's like she's developing her personality, and it's just like so sweet to see. What else? Oh, two things that she loves in our room. She loves the fan in our room. It's above our bed, and I have my huge pregnancy pillow that's like a U shape. And if I'm in the room doing something, I prop her in there, and she'll just lay there and stare at the fan for a good half hour. And then where her changing table is in our room, like her temporary nursery, it's on a desk in front of a window and on the side of our house, which is a south facing window. So we get light there most of the day, like bright sun. And I think it's an oak tree, but the leaves are shiny on both sides. And when the sun hits it, the leaves glisten like a chandelier, and she will lay on her changing pad, and she is just mesmerized by this tree and the leaves. So what I will do, if I like need to get something done, like just laundry, for instance, I will plop her up on her changing pad, and I stand literally right next to her because our bed's like 2 feet from it, and I fold clothes or sort them while she's looking at that tree out the window. So I'm trying to become resourceful in ways to entertain her. She just loves looking out the window. She's like, and really the only time she cries is when she's bored of her surroundings. Like, so we'll get up, we'll take her to a window, have her look around, and then she's content. She honestly doesn't cry that much, like unless the last couple nights she's had gas. So obviously she was crying during that because it hurt, but I try to make sure that she has a bottle and she's changed before she needs to like ask for it or obviously cry. But if I can, like, I can control those things. Like every time I feed her, I change her diaper before I feed her. It's like every single time. And I started doing that with Xavier at night. I learned that really fast because he would fall asleep after his bottle and then I would have to change his diaper. So I'm like, you're stupid. You got to do it the other way around. So that's just the way I've always done it now. But yeah, she's just a content baby. And even at the doctor's office, she was so impressed at how, because they're like poking and prodding them and like flipping them over and moving them around and, you know, whatever. And she just sat there and she's like, I can't believe how content she is as I'm poking at her. And she's just easy. I'm not going to say easy. She is very easygoing, as long as she's happy. But she does have a little bit, she has like 2 little pimples on her cheek, and it makes me crazy because I want to pick at them so bad, but I have not. And I think she's starting to get a little bit of I always say cradle cap. But it doesn't look that bad. So I'm going to give it a little bit before like I buy the little like whatever. I didn't need to buy any of that stuff with Xavier either. Like he had it, but it wasn't that bad and it just like kind of came off on its own. What else? And as far as like our family goes, Xavier is absolutely in love with her. Like he is so sweet to her and so gentle with her. Eric and I have taken a back seat to this baby. Like she is what he cares about most in this world. Like as soon as he wakes up in the morning, he literally takes his bank out of his mouth and he goes, baby. And then he like wants to cuddle with her and he kisses the top of her head and he like rubs her and he's so gentle with her and so sweet to her. Like we are so lucky. And I know it's not always going to be like that, like obviously, but it's just like we knew he would be a great big brother because he's just a sweet boy. And every time he sees a baby, like he was always so like, he just loved looking at them. And he's just so sweet to her. And like he has to give her a kiss goodnight. He's just like, I'm taken aback by how amazing he's been with her. Like he knows that she's little and he has to be gentle. Like, and we always say, be gentle, or, you know, she's sleeping, we got to quiet down a little bit. But like, I still, like, he just gets it. It's so weird. He's such a special boy. And Like, and I feel like our family dynamic, it's changed, obviously. And everyone's like, oh, 2 kids, going from 1 to 2 is so hard. And I don't want to say that it's not hard because I don't want people to come for me, but it's different. I don't feel that it's hard. It's just different. Like, you have to, like, if you need to accomplish things, like, you just have to have your shit in order. You know what I mean? Like, tomorrow for school, like, Xavier goes to daycare tomorrow. So I know tonight, as they're in bed, after I'm done, like, cleaning up the house, I need to get his bag in the car, get his water bottle ready for tomorrow. Like, I get my coffee mug, both of their bottles ready. Like, I just have everything set up so I'm not scrambling for stuff. And when I don't have that stuff, or, like, there's an impromptu, like, outing, then I'm thrown off a little bit. But yeah, I don't feel like it's as crazy as I was expecting it to be. It's just different. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but, you just have to, like, prioritize things, and I don't know. I think it's just, like, time management or whatever. However they allow you to do it. Some days are going to be easier than others, and that's for sure. Like, yesterday was Father's Day. We had almost 20 people at our house hosting, and she didn't sleep all morning. So our house was an absolute disaster. It was all family that was there, so honestly, do they care? Probably not. But I'm like, there was no way. And if she was, like, sleeping for 20 minutes, then I had to do something that Xavier couldn't be a part of. You know what I mean? So it was just like, that's where it's, like, difficult. But it's like, if you have an event planned, like, you kind of have to expect it to go that way. I feel like I'm rambling. But she is so wonderful. We are so blessed to have her. She's just the sweetest. And our family is absolutely complete now. So, sweet girl, what do you think? Should we go cuddle for a little bit? She's out. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you like this update. If you do like videos like this and want to see them on a consistent basis, let me know in the comments down below, because I don't really know if this is, like, I like it just to document it for myself. But I don't know if it's something that other people like to watch too. I mean, I do, just because you forget, like, milestones and things that they're reaching, but let me know. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel. And if you have not subscribed, I would love for you to do so you can be part of our YouTube family. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.